You just need $5,000 to own a one-bedder unit at $750,000. Is it true? Hi, my name is Randall. Before we get started, help me like this video so it can reach more people out there. Thank you. Here are some things I'll be sharing with you today. Number 1, what's the amount needed for cash and CPF for a $750,000 property? Number 2, what's the mortgage and monthly payment that you need to come out in order to start this journey? Number 3, is this plan ideal? Number 4, how can we progress from a one-bedder unit to a three-bedder unit with my 6-year plan? Why $5,000 is enough to start with a one-bedder unit in today's market? So let's take a look at this table over here, which is the MOM median income. Right now, our median income of Singapore is actually $5,197. With that amount, we are actually able to achieve a 75% loan for this $750,000 property, which is for you, a lot of buyers are able to kickstart their property journey. And not forgetting, for $5,000 income, it could be a combined family income as well. Number 1, what's the cash and CPF down payment required? First things first, let's talk about down payment. For $750,000 condo, you need actually a 25% down payment, which sums up to $187,500. With a 5% cash amount of $37,500, which is a mandatory amount by MAS, and 20% which can come from your CPF, which actually sums up to $150,000, and not forgetting your buyer's stamp duty of $17,100, including a legal fee of about $3,000. I'm pretty sure many of you are actually working and contributing to your CPF diligently. No choice because it's mandatory. So if you're working, you actually have CPF contributions by yourself and your employer, which is able to hit this $150,000 for most couples or singles out there. So coming out with $37,500 to kickstart this property journey, isn't it not bad? And you'll not be affected by current contribution changes in your CPF displayed on the screen right now. But it might affect you in the future if you have salary increases and are looking to upgrade to your three-bedder unit in the future. Number 2, mortgage and monthly repayments. Now let's talk about the loan. You can borrow up to 75% of the property price, which is $562,500 if you are 35 and below. As of November 2024, with the calculations below, we have a loan amount of $562,500 at 2.55% interest rate at 30 years loan tenure. Our monthly repayment would be $2,237. Using my current listing as an example, a one-bedder unit at Park Botanic and Alps is actually going for $750,000 to $800,000, adding your property tax of $200 per month for 3 years and maintenance fee of $281. It will cost up to $2,718 per month. So I did my research on the median rental over the past 6 months of a similar size unit in this project. Most of the units were rented at a median of $2,594, which means to say, using the amount we just calculated of $2,718 minusing $2,500, you will need to only fork out $218 per month for this investment unit. And that will amount to $7,848, which can come from your CPF and cash for the next 3 years. Okay, let's take a break over here. Leave your comments below if you have any questions that come up to your mind right now. Without further ado, let's head back to our topic. Point number 3, is this plan even ideal? Okay, it might sound too good to be true because most agents actually left out the most important part, which is the vacancy period. So what does this mean? It means that during the period of this whole plan, you can actually have periods of time that your unit is actually vacant, which means that you still pay monthly installment, and on top of that, you do not get any rental. So let's break it down. So let's look at a vacancy period of 1 month per year, which equates to 3 months of vacancy in this unit. And if you actually look at finding a tenant, you also need to look at another cost, which is agency fee. This would be about $3,750 after GST, breaking down to $104 per month. So this total breakdown will actually lead you to $2,188 per month of rental if you deduct all these expenses away. So if we take 2,718 minusing 2,188, we actually have a monthly of $530 for you to come out from your cash or CPF. Point number 4, what is the 6-year plan? Let's take a look at it right here. Importantly, we are looking of a property at $750,000, estimated 2025 pricing. Let's look at a 2% annual growth and a 4% rental yield at $2,500. So like I mentioned earlier, the vacancy period, I factored it over here, leaving us to a gross profit of $128,000 right here. So as we move along, interest rates are at 2.55%. So that equates to $41,600 of interest payment to the bank. And maintenance fee, not forgetting, is actually $281 over here, and property tax of $7,000. So importantly, the commission, like I mentioned earlier, also factored in over here to a total expenses of $62,489. So as we look at it, after 3 years, we are looking of selling it at $796,000, leaving us for a net profit of $65,000. So along this way, our property, including our own initial deposit plus our current growth, we actually look at $292,000 of capital appreciation. So after selling at $796,000, we actually have $292,000 of capital for us to buy our next property. Not forgetting, along this time, we actually still work. Our CPF coming in is actually $1,200, which leads us to having enough capital to actually move to a next property over here at a 1.2 million 2-bed 2-bath in 2028. So in this 2028 plan, as you move ahead, we also look at a 2% annual growth and a 4,000 rental, which is 4% rental yield. As we move along, I also inflated the maintenance fee because not forgetting our progress in Singapore is that we can't count the same maintenance fee to actually factor it for the future. So let's look at $450 of maintenance fee right here. Agency fee is about $6,000 in terms of the renting commission. And of course, over here, the maintenance fee is $16,200 in total and property tax of $11,500. So as we move ahead, after we sell, our capital growth is $467,000 right here after we sell our property at $1.27 million. So as we move ahead, we are actually able to take this amount plus additional savings from CPF again to upgrade to our 3-bedder unit subsequently. So in this 3-bedder unit, you can actually plan it at $1.92 million in 2031. So as we look ahead, all the numbers are the same again. You can actually carry on, and likelihood after this plan, maybe who knows, 9 years later, you can buy your own home subsequently. Okay, in conclusion, what's important is that actually we look at our current finances, and if we can afford a 1-bedder, let's kickstart the property journey. Because myself, I actually went through from a 1-bedder to a 3-bedder in 6 years. So I think you can also do this process for yourself. Again, if you want to know more about how I started my own property journey, click on the video over here for you to actually understand more on my property journey. So if you like this video, feel free to like, share and subscribe and hit the notifications bell to get notified for more videos like this. I look forward to see you more. Cheers.